It is 25th March 2026. We were here yesterday and we promised to come back. And right now, exactly at this hour of the day, back here, the Faculty of Education and Community Studies. Just main purpose, Felix, was election right.
Yes.
Maybe briefly what happened yesterday and then we can start from there.
Uh, Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very fine morning. We are back here again at the Faculty of Education where Uasu election, that's the staff union elections, are yet to happen. It commenced at 9 a.m. In the morning and the process is underway. Yesterday, as we had discussed with the labor officer, he said he guaranteed everyone that the election is going to be free, fair, and credible. We also talked with some of the commissioners that were to guide the elections and stand all through during election to ensure that election is free and there's no kind of any dispute that may arise whatsoever. We also get a discussion with an agent who wished everyone well and said that it's not a matter of winning or losing. We are one. They are one. Not really allow me to use that. They are one as a union, and he wished that the process will be fair. To
Yeah,
say
sure.
yes, yes.
And
Maybe
maybe
to add something on top, Newton.
Um, this is a period where Egerton University, both students and lecturers, have just decided that they must have their leaders for this whole academic year, this
Yes,
month,
yeah,
partly February and this part of March, because it's just few days since students were allowed to elect their leaders.
yeah,
It was concluded peacefully now.
yeah,
They have their leaders. Today, the lecturers are also going to know who will be giving them instructions, whether they can go to strike, on which deduction
yeah,
should be made, and all sorts of. I'm pretty sure the security is also beefed up.
yeah.
When we were reporting here, you could see how the security people were arraigned, and now at least if you look around, you see one or two, three, meaning this is a well planned event for these lecturers to participate democratically, and at the end of the day, they have their leaders. Maybe they told you the positions they're electing, it could brief us. Maybe there's chairperson and all sorts of seats.
Yeah, from whatever discussion we had yesterday in the meeting that was held, that was the sensitization of the current the election
Yeah, sure.
that what will happen today. We were told that there are some positions that went unopposed. Maybe by the time we'll be having a discussion with the labor officer again, he will tell us how about these people, what made them that to go unopposed, or there were no people in that position. Maybe it was just one person. There are some critical position like the chairman, the treasurer, where we have several candidates aspiring to get the position. But the main question is why this position? Why are they going for this position? Is it for the sake of the other union, or is it for the sake of themselves, just to be seen outside them? You see, it is these people that will be talking on behalf of the lecturers.
Yeah, sure.
And maybe, Newton, if you just allow me, by the time we were here, there was some process that were pinned on the wall, maybe for the sake of everyone and anyone who has not arrived and yet to come. There's a voting procedure that when you arrive here, you confirm your name on the official voter register, and then there's a step 2 that you receive official ballot papers from the polling clerks. There are several polling clerks here, and then maybe the next step that proceed to the voting books and put a mark inside the box against your preferred candidate for each position, with a note that for trustee position each voter will choose any 3 candidates, and for delegate position each voter will choose any 5 candidates, no more, no more less. Maybe, Newton,
Yeah,
if you help
sure.
me read step 4 to the rest.
Fold the ballot paper and place it in the designated ballot box. Then, step 5, have indelible ink applied on your left index finger. I think that is to show that you've already participated in the
Yeah.
democratic process. Then,
Yes.
maybe the last process there,
Yeah.
ensure your ID document is returned to you and exit the polling station, which definitely is the first. Then they are being reminded that note that voting shall be conducted by secret ballot to ensure confidentiality and freedom of choice. Definitely how most democratic processes that include elections processes, they like using the secret ballot.
Yeah.
No one is interested in knowing who you voted for.
Yeah.
Sometimes if they use mlolongo style, where
The Molongo style of queuing.
somebody is told stand here and
Yeah.
let your fans or your people who will be voting for you line behind you. Somebody will mark you and say, okay, this guy betrayed me.
Yeah.
You won't see tomorrow. And politics is a very dirty game.
But you find at times also we get a situation where election has gone the other way around, and
Yeah, sure.
they are asked to maybe or
To
open a
prove.
server
Yeah,
to
sure.
open a server. I don't know if they can always access who voted for who and
Yeah.
who did not vote for who.
I think maybe if such cases rises, the agents are always given a chance. Maybe
Yeah.
the security, they go and they open the ballot. Now they recount the votes to just ascertain that whatever the returning officer or the officer in charge of the election announced what duly was supposed to be announced. I think maybe after this, this University Academic Staff Union election, but Egerton chapter, maybe those who will be elected here will be given opportunity again to go up there and elect other people as the step moves ahead. You remember last year when there was an industrial strike of these people, the lecturers. It is the union which is now conducting the election, which is now getting the leaders of the chapter who instructed the lecturers that it is a must that you must give us whatever we agreed. So
Yes.
it means it is not just a matter of jokes. For you to be in the union,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
must have gone through a lot of tussle
I
because
think sometimes the question comes with the salary
yeah,
issues.
sure.
Some people's salary being suspended,
Yeah.
delayed, they want an increment in the salary payment, uh, or whatsoever.
Yeah, sure.
Like whatever we witnessed the other time when a whole union from the across several universities were talking about they want the salaries to be increased. Is this something that is happening within the university level? Are they same people that if elected are going to push this forward, or they for themselves? That's a question we should ask ourselves.
Yeah, sure. And definitely, as you have stated,
Yes.
these people are qualified people.
Yeah.
Most of them, it is very rare to get a lecturer
Yeah.
who is just having an undergraduate degree. The least I think you should be having is a
Yes.
master's, PhD, then and other steps
Or
following.
maybe you wish to see yourself voting the next 5 years or something, Newton. What do you say?
You
Don't
know,
you want to be a lecturer or
my,
something?
my, my criteria,
In the field of journalism, I say.
my line,
Mm.
I think if given an opportunity, I would not want again. I would only want to engage people
Yeah.
who watches me on screen delivering the news. But
Yeah.
again, coming to tell you,
Yeah.
if you want to be a media student, these are the ethics and
Yeah.
this and this. I'm not feeling like it's comfortability on my zone. So
Maybe as a part-time, don't you see
if the
yourself as
opportunity
one?
arises, if
Yeah.
opportunity arises, then you are told when you're free, come and teach these people this and this and this. Then we will be doing this for you or doing this for you.
Yeah.
I will not bother. I'll be there. But professionally, I just want to see myself on screen or on microphones, if roughly enough, on other financial institutions. But
Not forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, that we were told there before that they are expecting at least 460 voters, 460 voters to turn out today. I don't know how about the turnout, but at least I'm seeing someone going to vote. Maybe an agent, if we can get to ask him something, or how has since the election started, how have you seen the process? Is this something that you are seeing it's going to is smooth, and at the end of the day it will be credible? Maybe starting with your name, you will face the camera.
Can you allow me because I left?
No problem. Yeah, with starting by your name and agent, saying the position. I can see you have an agent badge. Just tell us how, since the election started, are you how is the process smooth, or you are facing any challenge? Are people turning out as you expected? Yes.
Okay, my name is Bramwell Kisuya, an agent for the delegate position. And I voted early. I was actually the second one to vote.
Yeah.
The process was smooth, although I got something urgent, and I went out and have come back to oversee the process.
How have you seen the process so far since the voting started? Are people turning out in large numbers as you guys expected? We are told that it's about 460 voters expected today.
Early in the morning, we were a number of us on the line.
Yeah.
So because I was the second one to vote and I left immediately, I don't know how the process has been, but we were a good number
People
in
are
the
stand
morning.
out.
Yeah,
It's smooth.
yeah.
Thank you. That's one of the urgent. Newton, from whatever you said, if
Yeah,
you have
sure.
something to tell our viewers.
But evidently, the agent has just confirmed that the election since morning, he came earlier, did his democratic process, all right, then left. But he has just confirmed that the process looks credible and there's no vote of doubt where somebody will raise an issue that this and this is. In short, is trying to say that if any case can arise, there could be confidentiality
Yeah.
source where you are allowed to now go confirm for yourself that these are the number of votes you got and this. And remember, according to these people, they also have to participate and get those they trust. That if there's, one key purpose that these people fight for, or these lecturers need to be given a platform, is where the union must be in a position to put
Sure.
the government into contestation. Like the government should not be, the government should not be the government should not overrule the lecturers by not following the agreements that they always put, like CBA agreements, you see.
Yeah.
So these people believe that when they participate in this election, the people that they're electing would be in a position to push the government to implement all the agreements they make. Unajua serikali, like our government, if it's a government which if you just put an agreement and pen it down, then you leave the document there and you don't follow up with
They
a
won't go
strong
after
voice,
it.
you will
They
be
look. They
suffering.
won't
Like
look up to it. Yes.
you look at the strike,
Yeah.
the last year's industrial strike of these guys,
Yeah.
it lasted longer than no one could imagine it would last for that time.
Yeah.
Definitely because they have a very strong body headed by Constantine Wasonga, who is their national secretary general,
Yes.
who said, no, this time we are not following your orders. We must obey and adhere to our instructions, or you must do all that is expected
Sorry.
of this agreement. So I definitely think this election is something that is providing a platform where you must be in a position, you ensure after participating in the election process, you don't go and start blaming any other person because you had the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe Newton also can see some of our good lecturers have voted. Maybe if we can get if you can get to have their views about the vote, if you can get to have their views about the voting process, they have just concluded the voting. Maybe if you just excuse us here, you stand here, and tell us how the voting. You can also join him if you don't mind.
Okay. First.
Okay, you'll start with your name and
Let me hold this for you.
you will hold that for you. Start with your name. I can see you've just ended the voting process. Tell us, how is it inside there? Is the process smooth? How have you observed the turnout or something? If in case of anything that you are suspecting is not going right,
Okay, about the turnout,
you start with your name.
my name is Dr. Samuel Nyamweye of Egerton University. About the turnout, I may not comment because it's still early
Okay.
and people are still trickling in. The voting process is smooth. All you need is an ID to prove that you are actually the person in the record. I think it's okay, but I wish next time we went electronic so I can vote from my bedroom. Otherwise, it's fine. Thank you.
Is this in something that is going to ensure, as much as you are talking about electronics and being here physically, how is this affecting with your schedules and something you want to address that it won't repeat itself again?
Yeah, it's affecting my schedule. Like now, I forgot my ID,
Yeah.
and I have had to go back
Yeah.
to look for it. And if I was voting from wherever, I just needed my credentials, and I vote.
Oh, I can say thank you. You're expecting your candidate to win.
Definitely, my candidates will all win.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Nimesikiza ground.
Umesikiza ground vizuri.
Like Gashawa, niko kadi.
Ladies and gentlemen, as he has said, amesema ya kwamba ako kadi, and his candidate is very sure that his candidate is going to win. But he will wish that the voting process, at least next time, be electronic, as you've heard.
Sure.
This is something we talked about the other time, Newton. What can you say about it?
Right now we have a growing country. We have improving technology and everything, and we have to move with how things move. These are lecturers, they're professors, they're doctors, and definitely means they have a lot of tasks, they have a lot of duties to play along. So when you tell somebody that on this date we we'll be expecting that you come along and participate in manual voting. It would have affected some people's schedule. You get somebody is a doctor at this institution.
Newton, just to cut you short, at least we will be fair if we also include a lady. We have so many
Definitely.
gentlemen, and please join us here if you don't mind.
What is happening here?
And
I've just voted.
oh yes, you will tell us about the voting process, how it has been, any challenges you are facing with you being here physically, or you will wish that we've get views that you'll wish that next time it will be electronic voting. Is something that you want to be implemented? And tell us, it's morning, I know, but how is the turnout within this morning?
I think the
You can
turnout
start with
is.
your name,
Oh,
please. Yes.
I'm Dr. Feather Flora, Dean Faculty of Education, Community Studies. I've just voted. So far, so good. I'm seeing the lines are very clear. No, we're not having a major problem. I've seen one of the bucket is already full, meaning the turnout is very good, and this is only what time? It's only at 10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, so I'm expecting that we are coming up in large numbers to really do the right thing and get the best leaders, because that is what Egerton needs to take us to the next levels.
As a voter, are you assuring our viewers that this voting process, you as a voter, that is going to be fair and credible?
It is. So far, I've not seen anything to show that it's not going to be credible. The only thing maybe in future, we can think of electronic.
Yes.
Electronic will ensure, I'm sure there are people who could be on leave. They could be even gone for some work abroad, and they can actually vote from wherever they are.
For that reason, you are not expecting the 460 voters to turn out today? Or
Definitely the number will be good, but you'll expect some will not have managed to vote if they would have wished to.
maybe if my fellow asks one question left for you, we can ask.
You know, people called doctors.
Yeah.
Those are people who have seen some things that I may even take 20 years before I could even reach a mile.
Sure, yeah.
So welcome to our media stream, because this is the biggest media platform within the institution. And we
Nice.
recognize the good work you're doing under the Faculty of Education and Community Studies.
Thank you.
There's this slogan that is moving around, Ukokadi. Have you heard about Ukokadi?
Yeah, I've heard about it, but it depends on what card means.
Definitely, when I'm talking about Ukokadi, is under election process. So because you voted already, Ukokadi.
Whichever elections, whether it's this one or next, it means I have a card. Oh, it means I must have a national card. All right.
Then are you certain that the leaders you're electing today would work hand in hand with LLB? You know, LLB, Constantine Wasonga, if elected, because I know there's a plan to do national election for this union.
You know, if I were to give my wishes, we are hoping that the leadership we are electing is going to be a united leadership. So whoever they are going to work with at the national, you see, in the house, as long as you are united, what the society sees is different, and you'll definitely take the same to the society. So we are hoping today it will be a fully united team from this evening as we are announcing the results, and they will definitely also agree when they go to the national level, this is what we need, and we will see the fruits from what we get as the electees. Sisi tunaitwa nani? The electorates.
The electorates.
Yeah. So the fruits, we'll see the fruits definitely. When people move together and they know, and we as people tell them this is what we want you to stand for, we'll definitely get the feedback.
Maybe, Daktari, the last question, if I may ask, it's election period. We've started with this here. There's an upcoming general election in 2027. What message do you have for our youths? As a Daktari, he said about something that we've not seen even for 20 years.
Our youth.
Yes. For the Gen Zs, your daughters and sons back
My daughter is a Gen Z, my son is a Gen Z.
Sure.
Let's look at development.
Yeah.
let's look at somebody who makes us dream. Why would you want to elect somebody who ends the dreams here? But if we have in which we already are able to see the leadership that is visionary, the leadership that is already telling us where we want to go, and we can see that, okay, in these 2-3 years, this is what they've done for us. Definitely that is the leader to follow. Just like in this faculty, if you were to find a faculty that is very untidy, then you want to tell me give somebody else your vote. Would you really be thinking safe, or you would say, okay, if this one has started by cleaning this environment, then she has no need for thinking about this next year. Next year we should be thinking of development, isn't it? What can we do differently for our students? So for the Gen Zs, my son, my daughter, my faculty kids, wherever you are, let us think of the visionary leadership and the ones who are showing us this is development and this is where we are taking you in Kenya. Hii maneno ingine wachana nayo.
We wish you become an MP somewhere in the near future. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. Newton, she has really speak with a lot of weight.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe from whatever she has said, what can you say about whatever she has said?
I told you these people.
Sentiments, yeah.
These people with the.
You can just pass, no problem.
Sorry for that.
Yeah.
I don't know, these people with the entitlements, doctor, professor, and all those high level, academic level, they have a lot of knowledge. They have seen what we've not seen. They have gone through academic system up to a point where maybe some of us will end up in degree. So when they're speaking, they speak with a lot of knowledge, they speak with a lot of contention. And you hear her talk, already from her voice, there's a vision that maybe...
Talking about the visionary leaders.
Maybe at one point in life, we'll say that Dr. Fedha was once a dean at Egerton University, but today is an MP in this and this area. It's not the first time. There's a former dean of Faculty of Arts and Social Science, which is an MP in a sub-county here. I think it's in Rift Valley. If not Nakuru, it's Baringo. So that definitely means that these people, as they even are given the opportunity to participate in the democratic process of electing and voting for their preferred leaders, they also have the ambition that they can use their skills, they can use their knowledge to get into those positions and try transform, because there's no need where a learned doctor or a professor will be given an opportunity to go there and misuse funds. Yet they are the people who are fighting for appropriation of these funds. So the Faculty of Education and Community Studies within the institution got a visionary dean.
Just as from the sentiment also, she has stated that let us talk about the leaders that do not kill the dream. Let us talk about leaders that will help us grow that dream and see that dream in the future. She has said also that the house needs to be in order for everything to work. The voting process, from the voting process here, from up to the representation, even up to the national level. She has urged that let the house be in order for everything to work smoothly. And again, about also the same issue they are still raising about the electronic voting, the online voting. That's where our discussion was before we get to talk to her. You are saying something about the electronic voting.
I told you earlier on that these people are people who have a lot of duties and a lot of tasks to play. So when you tell her, you tell him that we want you at this venue on 23rd, you may find out that this person you are telling you want to see him physically, at some point, akona lecture. He or she has a lecture at Karatina University or Moi University, because they handle big number of students. Maybe at Egerton University, she may be taking a psychology unit. At Nairobi University, she's taking a unit under law. So telling him that on 25th we expect to see you physically at this venue would be will be a demeaning factor to how him. So we think when
Even
this,
for the people
yeah,
that
even
are
for the
for
people
the people that are
that
abroad,
depend on the services they
of
offer.
they offer. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
yes.
So you think it should be maybe we would wish that this could be their last opportunity of voting physically. There are people who are learned, they have the access to whatever it takes to get them to electronic
But as
voting.
much as we are talking about the online voting,
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Newton,
Yeah.
you see, we say that there are always technical hitches
Yeah, sure.
when it comes to these elections. At times, numbers being interfered with, the process
Data
being
access.
data
Yeah,
access,
sure.
security for security purposes
Yeah, sure,
also.
sure.
How will they ensure this runs smoothly?
At a point, before you decide on something, you
Yes.
must look at what are the advantages of putting onto this act, or what are the disadvantages. So when the advantages triples the disadvantages, of course, you would assume the little disadvantage and go for the positivity side of it. So as you decide on the positivity side of it, you try. If you cannot manage the disadvantages, you try and put on measures that can help you minimize, even if not all, you just minimize the disadvantage and ensure it cannot hold the entire process that you're doing, that you're going through, or somebody cannot use that as an advantage and take you or sue you to a court of law.
Yeah.
So I think we can focus so much on the positivity side of it and maybe avoid the negativity side of it.
Also, from the other doctor, he said that one ballot is already full, to mean it's already morning, but the turnout of the voters is exceptional. As from whatever he said, one of the agents said that they came here to vote in the morning, but from what he can say, that one ballot is already full. And daktari pia amesema they are expecting more people. Are the ballot boxes going to be enough for today's voting or so?
I think the electoral body
That's a
must
question
always,
we should ask
yeah,
ourselves.
but the electoral body must always be prepared for such cases. If one is full, they just mark the same identity. The votes are put there. I think from the other side, our director and the videographer is telling us we have to take a little short break
Yes,
before we come back for another session.
We said we're going to be here, we'll be camping here, right, Newton?
Yeah, sure, we're
We'll be
here.
camping here we started camping here from morning, and we'll be here up to when we give you the
The
final
results.
results.
Sure.
I go by the name Felix Onyango, and this is Egerton University.
Call me Newton Uma. See you later.